Hello everyone, this is Zodiark, and today we're going to do Chamber of Arms, the Dragon of Concealed Affection, otherwise known as Nunki Hard Mode. Wind conditions. We have to deal at least ice, lightning, wind, and earth damage at some point during the fight to him. The killing blow must be done with a limit burst, and as always, we have to win within 30 turns. There are no Esper conditions, so there's no Esper summoning or any Esper kills needed. Let's get to the lineup. We got a lot to go over. Alright. First off, we have our physical tank, Wilhelm. I'm playing it on the safe side today. We're going in with non-elemental weapons because this boss will be shifting his elements almost frequently. We gave Wilhelm poison and paralysis prevention, and he's running his usual Shield of the Empire, defense up buffs. Just basic Wilhelm stuff. Our magic tank making his debut is Beryl. Now, the boss uses 4 elements in particular, and it's going to be water, fire, wind, and earth. So with those in mind, I went for those particular 4, and I got him up to almost 100, but I had to have room for his TMR to get higher stats. But other than that, he may get poisoned, but I think he's going to survive a lot of hits. And not only that, we also have him in as a breaker as well. So that'll keep the boss's stats down and make this a lot easier. Plus, since the boss is a human dragon hybrid, when he does hit, he'll get some killer proc off of it. Ramza returns once again. He'll be just regular breaker and truster. Just gave him Sword of Kings, Riku's pouch. Not much to really go over here. Ayaka will be our healer, re-reser, and overall just, keeping everybody alive and moving. I did give her a tabby, she actually has a tabby seat just for higher HP numbers. And of course she's going to prevent all status elements. Dual wielding stays for extra spirit. Nichol doing Nichol stuff. Buffing, making sure the debuffs slide off. And importantly, trying to get some of those limit break fills. So with that in mind, we'll go ahead and go to the kill group. We're bringing in Reberta because 1, she specializes against dragons, and number 2, she's got a decent elemental spread with 3 of them. We're bringing in with some decent dragon killer proc, Crimson Blood, Dragon Whisker, and I went ahead and gave her some poison resilience just in case she needs it. But I think she's going to be looking pretty good. Her limit break is going to be the weakest of the group, so she may not be involved in that hit. We'll see. Hyoh is also back. We're going to try out the Angel Slayer today. Hopefully we can hit high numbers on this. He's basically just going to come in, activate his buffet early on, and then you're just going to limit break and put it over. Not much to really go over there. Pyro Glacial Lasswell will be making his appearance as well. He does have some access to elements through limit break, but we're actually going to try to use the limit break to push over. I don't have his limit break at full, but it should be high enough to deal some substantial damage. I've also got him geared for stat prevention, and I hit his cap, so he's looking pretty good on that. Lucius is now making his debut in a 10-man trial. Had to opt for a Moon Axe instead of Nyx's Dagger because, again, I wanted to go non-elemental Ribbon, Phoenix Smile, and he's also got the Man-Eater Plus just in case we need to get some extra damage out. His limit break is not at full, but honestly, this thing hits for massive damage even at level 1. Plus the buff that he gets from it is huge. And last but not least, Emperor comes back once more. Emperor has been given a ribbon because his one bad trait is he can't resist status ailments very well. And he's just running as much magic stuff as I've got on him. He's also here for a lot of elemental spread, and we might try to build up with Hellfire from below to try to push damage in that last phase. It should also be noted that as far as status ailments, this boss in particular is going to use 3 of them. Paralyze, which is 100%. Poison, which he'll be using at about I believe it's the 69 to 60% threshold. And then Stop, which he'll use at the 59 to 50, and then the final phase. So that's the other reason why Ayaka is here, is for that Stop detach. Alright, so we'll go over each phase as we hit it, and there's going to be 7 in total. So there's not going to be a lot of pushing in this. Alright, let's get to it. So he's going to go first as always. The preemptive is just to set up his buffs, though. He's not going to actually attack us. So, phase 1, he gains absolute water resistance, but he's going to be weak to lightning. We're going to use turn 1 to basically set up covers and such. So we're going to do Empires with us, Twilight Guard, or Total Eclipse. Ramza is going to start with the offensive breaks, weapon, mind. You can break all 4 stats on this guy. Also, the buff, debuff, you can't dispel those. Those are on until this phase ends. Okay, we're going to have Ayaka go ahead and start with dedication, but I'm going to wait until Nichol gets his stuff going. He's going to do water attacks, but I think we got enough to pretty much outlast those. We will put up a barrier just in case. Here we go. Okay, so the damage output didn't even look close. And this is why I like Beryl, because everyone's hope heals everyone for like over 3,000 damage. So just that alone is going to keep us healed. Okay, so at this point we're going to start bringing in people for buffs, and I got to move quick because the bug is still here. Yeah, I know, right? So we're going to go ahead and swap out Ramza for Hyoh, and we're going to take Ayaka out for Pyro, Glacial, Lasswell. Alright, these two are going to hit their buffs. Way of the Void, and he's going to hit Perfect Selflessness. Beryl is going to go ahead and do Exposed Sins, which is going to decrease this boss's defense and spirit. Wilhelm's going to do Single Provoke. And Wilhelm is... Not Wilhelm. Nichol's just going to restore MP at this point. Alright, the counters are doing a wondrous job right there. Okay. We're going to go ahead and bring Ramza back in to help get Limit Break fill. And I am actually going to bring in Emperor to start his chains. But before he does that, I think we're going to go ahead and have Emperor just single cast the Thundaga this turn. It'll be just a single cast. Okay, so there's the lightning damage. Wilhelm is, I think... Yeah, let's just go ahead and do Sword Crusher this turn. Alright. We don't want Beryl to go completely offensive yet, so we're going to go ahead and do Judgment. That didn't hit for much. Okay. Ayaka's going to do Dedication. And Ramza is just going to put a morale boost. So Nunki is debuffing us every turn. That is going to get annoying and quick. Alright, so let's go ahead and have Emperor start doing double Hellfire. Alright. Now we're going to redo the buffs. Okay, Ramza's got his first limit break full for an Entrust. Usually I like to play it safe and make sure that the breaks are still going here. Okay. We're going to bring Hyoh back in. He's going to defend. Ramza is going to send the limit break to him. Beryl is going to limit break with Final Doink to put on some old stat break. Wilhelm's going to do single Evoke, and Emperor's just going to continue with Fire from Below. Alright, we're going to push if we don't be careful here. We're using the earlier turns to farm limit break crystals. Okay. Hyoh comes out, Ayaka comes in. We got 3 more people to get limit breaks. Alright. Okay, that will end phase 1. So now Nunki is going to go into a fire element phase in which he will be weak to ice damage. Since that's a 300% fire resist, we are going to substitute Emperor for, at this point we're going to say Power Glacial Lasswell because we need to get him in. Actually, no, we're going to do Nichol. Nichol can also cast Blizzard to satisfy that condition, but we're going to replace Ayaka with Lasswell here. Alright. This is turn 7, so we need to redo covers. Alright, Nichol is just going to cast Blizzard, just to ensure we get the ice damage out. Ramza is going to entrust Lasswell. We're going to go ahead and let him open up and do Obliterating Mirror of Equity. So now we just need to get Lucius's limit break up. There's everyone's hope going off again. Lasswell comes out. Resend Ayaka in. And we're going to bring in Reberta, since now we got the boss in a different state. Let's see, this is, okay, single vote turn. We're going to do dedication again. Alright. Reberta's going to do ice breath. And, yep, that's a threshold push. Beryl is just going to do, yeah, we're going to do debuffs this turn, or breaks. Defense, spirit, followed by attack, magic. So that's all 4 breaks back on. Alright, so the boss is now going to go into earth mode. So now it's going to be weak to wind. As you can see, this boss is very easily manageable in the early phases. It's always important to use these early parts to set up yourself for the rest of the fight. Alright. We're going to take Reberta out real quick. Bring Lasswell back in. And we're going to have Lucius come out. Come in, I should say, for Ayaka again. Alright. Lasswell is going to cast Eroga. That's going to satisfy that condition here. So there's wind damage. We're going to have Lucius do Blood Rampage, and hopefully that fills Ramza's limit break bar. Didn't. Okay. We're just going to have Beryl do final doink. I might be doing this a bit early, but we're going to go ahead and entrust Lucius with that little bit of the bar. Hopefully he fills this turn. Alright, we're going to swap Lasswell for Ayaka real quick. Ayaka's going to do dedication. Ramza's going to entrust Lucius. And that is the last person that needed limit break. So now we can start going into a more offensive mindset. But we're going to redo the covers, as always. And we're just going to go ahead and just let Lucius deal a little bit extra damage here. Alright, so now that Ramza has done mostly his stuff, we'll bring Reberta in. Ayaka will take her normal position, and Emperor's going to come in. And this should be the team for a while. Alright, turn 11, so single folk. Beryl's just going to be our breaker for the remainder here, since Ramza's mostly taken care of. We are going to let Emperor go first, I think. Fire from below. Yep. We are actually going to do stop detach now, because we're getting soon to the point to where the stop is going to happen. We're going to get that prevention on. Reberta's going to jump. Or no, she's going to do ice breath. Oopsie. Alright, anyway, next phase. Alright, so now it's in wind element phase, so now it's going to be weak to earth. Nichol had Titan, I believe. Alright, so we need to take out Reberta real quick. Yep, there's Titan. So, earth damage with Geocrush. Alright, so that's all the 4 elements right there. We'll need to bring Reberta in real quick after this. So we're going to keep the defense down on it. If I can find it. Exposed sends yet. We are not going to waste that limit break. And we're going to transition next turn, it looks like. Stop, detach again, just in case. There's Tranquil Glint. Yep. Akashic Force. As you can see, the boss's buffs got a little more serious there. Alright, so we're going to swap Nichol out for Reberta. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. This is our cover turns again. So we're going to make sure all those covers are up. Okay, everyone's... Oh, we got to debuff the boss. Yeah, let's get that boss debuffed. We're going to do dual Dispel, and we're going to put a re-res up on Beryl just in case as we get ready into these latter phases of the fight. We're going to continue to let Emperor just build stack here. Alright. So that'll put the boss into the next transition here, which is going to be 59 to 50. Death Crimson. It buffed again. Plus the damage output looks to be getting a little bigger this time. Okay, still didn't transition yet. Alright, so once again, Ayaka is going to dispel the boss. And, oh, we didn't break it. There's where we messed up. But we had to cover that turn. That's fine. Okay, Beryl's going to break with Final Doink. So now the boss got its debuffs again. Alright, so the boss is now going to enter this phase, which it goes from 49 to 30. Yeah, he does not look happy at all. Now in this phase, his fire, water, light, and dark elements are down. So that means Emperor should be able to exploit him pretty good. What you want to do here is you kind of want to, again, set up for the last part of the fight. Make sure stop detach is still on. Alright, we're going to let Emperor go first. See how much damage he does here. Yeah, that's a transition push. Okay. So at this point, I believe we're just going to play absolute defense. Beryl is going to activate his Hell mode, which is going to reduce the magic incoming damage by 90%. Reberta is just going to defend. And this will cause the boss to go into his final form. It's not doing a lot of damage. Whoa, that was a weird animation there. Okay, so going into the final phase, he has a boost in ice, lightning, wind, and earth resistance. He also has an innate resistance to magic attacks, but we successfully have all the brakes on. Fire, water, light, and dark debuffs. Okay, so I believe this is where we make our push. We're going to bring in Nichol. We're going to bring in Hyoh. We're going to bring in Lasswell. Going to bring in Devil Boy. And we're going to bring in Emperor. Alright. So we're going to go for the push this turn. Limit break kill. First thing we're going to do is, oh shoot, Nichol didn't have it up yet. Oh, damn it. We're going to have to get his limit break. And the game crashed. Yay. Lovely. He forgot Nichol's limit break. Well, we might just try to push it anyway, see if we have enough. Okay, we're going to have to do that again. Quickly. Alright, so we're just going to have Nichol do Courageous Stance, which is just going to be attack magic boost to everybody, and Impregnable Stance, and hopefully this will be enough. Alright, so we're going to queue these three with limit break. Emperor is going to continue the onslaught with his double hellfire. All attacks will go off in succession. Here we go. Let's see if this is enough. I think we got it. Look at that. Didn't even need Nichol's limit break. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the fight. Won it in 16 turns. Now, just like all these other fights, use the earlier phases to prep your group up, get your limit burst ready to fill and whatnot. Honestly, with a little preparation on your magic tank and tank, make sure the boss is constantly debuffed. I don't think you're going to have too much difficulty with this. I do apologize for there not being as many videos lately, but I've had other stuff going on, and honestly, the game hasn't really provided me with any good content to do vids on. But I do hope that this video helped out everybody. And also, happy Thanksgiving. Good luck on the near banner tomorrow. Thank you for watching.